Kansas City Chiefs' undefeated season has come to an end at the hands of the Buffalo Bills after the Chiefs suffered a 30-21 defeat. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us here on the Chiefs Report. Some days it's your day, and then some days it isn't your day. And a lot of people are going to be pushing this narrative that I think is just so lazy that there you have it. Chiefs got exposed finally. You know, here they are. They got away with so much in that 9-game winning streak, and now they play a legit football team. They finally lose. This wasn't the case at all, folks. The Bills, I'll be honest, I think this was their Super Bowl. I mean, we've seen what Josh Allen's record is against Mahomes in the regular season compared to the postseason. This was the biggest game of the year for the Buffalo Bills, and they showed up, and they were the better football team today. Josh Allen outplayed Patrick Mahomes. I don't think that's a controversial statement by any stretch, but today was his day. He has looked like the MVP this season, and today was another solid showing for Josh Allen, 27 of 40 through the air, 262 yards, a touchdown to pick. Also had 55 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown compared to Mahomes, who went 23 of 33, 196 yards, 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And it was kind of a step backwards for Mahomes after the last 2 weeks when he had done such a good job of taking care of the football and going 2 straight games without a turnover. Then we get to today, and he has 2 turnovers here. Those were costly. And in a game where there was not a lot of room for error, taking on a team as talented as Buffalo, you couldn't afford those turnovers and those mistakes, and Mahomes had 2 of them. Kareem Hunt led the Chiefs in rushing, 14 carries, 60 yards, with 4.3 yards per carry. The Chiefs kind of got away from the run game at times, and I'll say this, Kareem was fine, but I think we would all be very naive to think that this Chiefs offense doesn't need Isaiah Pacheco back. I think getting Pacheco back, hopefully this next week, in addition to having Kareem Hunt there, is going to do wonders for this run game and take this offense up another level. How about Xavier Worthy, though? I'll say this. Even though the Chiefs lost, I think one silver lining about today was what the Chiefs saw out of Xavier Worthy with 4 catches for 61 yards and a touchdown score. He also had 1 rush for a total of 7 yards and averaged about 7 yards per carry. So I like what I saw from Xavier Worthy. I think it was a building point for him when it came to what he did in this receiving game. And, you know, DeAndre Hopkins was kind of a non-factor for much of the day. Travis Kelce especially was a non-factor. More these days, like Xavier Worthy, I think, are building or to come. And I think that he's headed in the right direction despite what some people have said about Xavier Worthy. What was your one-word reaction to the Chiefs' performance against Buffalo? My one word was meh. I mean, this wasn't a must-win game. It would have been nice to beat Buffalo. It would have been nice to stay undefeated. But eventually, you were going to lose. And this is a very good team that you lost to. It's not the end of the world that the Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Buffalo Bills. You still have the best record in the AFC. You're still in the driver's seat to get home field advantage. I can live with this. I'm not even that mad, to be honest with you, because we all knew that they were going to lose at some point. 17-0, as cool as that would have been, was just not realistic. Give me your one-word reaction in the comment section below. Folks, we're bringing you Chiefs coverage like no one else is with our daily news and rumors. We do our live shows every Tuesday, watch parties throughout the season. We got you covered. We're your one-stop shop for all things Kansas City Chiefs. If you love the Chiefs, this is the channel for you. Subscribe now, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. We love talking Chiefs football around here, and this is just one hiccup along the way. There are better days ahead, believe me. The run to the Super Bowl continues right here on the Chiefs Report. Subscribe now, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Mahomes finished 23 of 33, 196 yards, 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And I'll say this. You know, the comparisons that have been out there about Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen is that this is the modern-day Brady and Manning rivalry. And one of the things about the Brady-Manning rivalry that went on for so many years was you had Tom Brady was the guy that got it done in the postseason, and Peyton could not get it done when it mattered. Peyton won his fair share of games in the regular season, but in the games that counted, Brady had the edge. And I think the roles are taking part here where Josh Allen, I mean, his Bills team, they can win these regular season games. They've had the edge on Kansas City in the regular season. But as we saw a season ago, Chiefs lost in the regular season to the Bills, and they won the playoff game. I think it was going to be hard to imagine, realistically speaking, that whoever won today was going to be able to win twice head-to-head here. You take this loss, but I know when we get to playoff time, Patrick Mahomes is going to step up. He's going to outperform Josh Allen when it counts, that he would win a head-to-head matchup in the postseason. I feel very, very much of a belief, a strong belief that that's going to happen when it matters, that Mahomes is going to come through. Wasn't his day. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Was sacked twice throughout the day today. I can live with this because I know this might not be the MVP season for Patrick Mahomes, and it looks like an MVP season for Josh Allen, but this you can live with. This is not the end of the world. So before everybody freaks out and says, oh, great, Patrick threw 2 interceptions, got outplayed by Josh Allen, the Bills exposed the Chiefs and all that, just calm down. We know when it counts, Mahomes is going to put it on. Today wasn't his day. That's okay. Who was the Chiefs MVP against the Bills? You could go with Xavier Worthy. I think he'd be a good choice. Who else are you going to go with? Weigh in the comment section. Let us know who it is. Today's show is sponsored by PrizePick. PrizePick is the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. Here's how it works. You choose 2 or more players on any given category. You get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking fantasy points in football, rebounds in basketball, goals in hockey, all sorts of different categories to choose from. PrizePicks has got a great deal they're offering right now. They will give you $50 to spin for free when you play $5. And PrizePicks this week, it was not my best performance. I went with Mahomes to have more than 240.5 passing yards. That did not happen. I had Josh Allen to have less than 32.5 rushing yards. That also did not happen. So I lost on PrizePicks, but you can win on PrizePicks, folks, at PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Promo code CLNS. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. So for me, there's 2 things that I look at from this game today. One was the Bills' ability to take away Travis Kelce, as he was held in check with just 2 catches for 8 yards off of 4 total targets. We've seen the Chiefs, they've been at their best when they use Travis Kelce time and time again, that he's been Mahomes' go-to target. But then defensively, this was a nightmare from the Chiefs' defense. Granted, they didn't get much help with the 2 turnovers that the offense had, with the interceptions from Mahomes. But Josh Allen in this Bills offense was cooking with 30 points, with allowing Josh Allen to have over 300 all-purpose yards. But one thing that we've talked about that's been a point of concern for this Chiefs team in 2024 is the lack thereof with the pass rush. And we've seen that at times it's been very solid, and times it's been not so good. And they're towards the bottom half of the league when it comes to sack percentage. They didn't get to Josh Allen once. In fact, they only hit him 4 times the entire day. Only 3 tackles for loss the entire day. And we've talked a lot about how great this Chiefs defense has been throughout this season, that the Chiefs have the winning recipe. They run the football well, and they play great defense. And today was not the defense's day. You cannot expect to be Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills when you don't get after the quarterback, when you don't get pressure. That's going to get you every time. And it didn't matter that the Bills couldn't run the football. It didn't matter when Josh Allen was able to work the way he did, and the Bills were shorthanded receiver, right? We knew going in that Cooper was banged up, although he did play. Coleman was out, and yet Josh Allen was still able to find the ball to Shakir very effectively. 8 catches for 70 yards. Curtis Samuel had 5 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown. And Cooper, even banged up, still got his. 2 catches, 55 yards. Dawson Knox, no Kincaid there. He still got his, too. 4 catches for 40 yards. This, I feel like, to kind of put a bow on this, felt like a missed opportunity because the Bills were shorthanded with their skill position players. And yet you still didn't take advantage of the opportunity there. Now, the one positive I'll say, going forward, What losses do, all right, you're not going undefeated, all right, but what losses do is they expose your weaknesses, and you build upon them from there. You take on the Panthers this upcoming week, then you get the Raiders and the Chargers and the Browns and Texans and Steelers, and wrap up with the Broncos. You take this loss now and you say, all right, pass rush has got to improve. Got to find ways to get Travis Kelce more involved and DeAndre Hopkins more involved. And we're going to get Pacheco back. So now you get back to work and reality sinks in. You go forward from here. How did you grade the Chiefs' performance today against the Buffalo Bills? I'm going with a solid D. You didn't get blown out. Could have been worse, but it wasn't pretty. I'll go with a D. Give me your grade. Subscribe now to the Chiefs Report for continuing Chiefs coverage. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.